Darkness. Flickering lights. The faint sound of an old Walkman playing something familiar. And the feeling that someone or something is watching you. You don't know what's coming, but you can feel it. Welcome to Stranger Things. A story that starts in a small town, but unfolds into a saga of love, loss, monsters, and memories. And in the middle of it all are kids who grew up too fast, parents who tried to hold it together, and one ex-jerk high school kid who accidentally became everyone's favorite babysitter. Only 4 seasons are out so far, but the ride they've taken us on, it's already unforgettable. And season 5 is just over the horizon. Let's rewind. In 1983, a boy named Will Byers vanished. And just like that, the ordinary became eerie. A group of nerdy, loyal, D&D playing kids went looking for him, and found something else entirely. A girl with a shaved head, a broken past, and powers that could bend reality. 11. That opening season wasn't just horror or mystery. It was heart. It was riding your bikes with friends till dusk, playing arcade games, lying to your parents just to find your missing friend, and discovering another world underneath your feet. And then, there was Steve Harrington. Let's not pretend he started out great. In season 1, Steve was the cliché high school jock. Hair full of secrets, dating Nancy, jealous, petty. We all thought we knew who he was. But Stranger Things does something rare. It lets its characters grow. And Steve, he grew into something beautiful. By season 2, Steve was no longer just chasing girls. He was protecting kids. The moment he grabs a nail-covered baseball bat to fight a Demogorgon, you realize, this guy isn't just comic relief anymore. He's a protector, a brother, and unintentionally a babysitter. One of the most heartwarming things to ever come out of this show? Steve and Dustin. They had no reason to connect. But from the second Steve starts giving Dustin hair advice, use the Farrah Fawcett spray, trust me, their bond becomes pure magic. And it only gets better. Season 2's finale, Steve driving the kids to the tunnels, covering for them, holding the line while they escape, showed us a version of Steve no one expected. And Dustin? He looks up to him, admires him, not because Steve is perfect, but because Steve shows up. The babysitter memes didn't come from nowhere. They came from scenes like these. Every season pushed deeper into the upside down, a place that mirrored our world, but twisted, haunted. There was the Mind Flayer, the Demo Dogs, the horrifying creature in season 3 that looked like it was made from melted bodies. But behind all that horror was always connection, friendship, family, sacrifice. Think of season 3, the mall, the Scoops Ahoy team, Steve, Robin, Dustin, and Erica. That hilarious yet tense infiltration into the Russian base. Steve getting tortured, still cracking jokes. Robin coming out to him in a bathroom stall. It's a moment of honesty, vulnerability, and realness, right in the middle of sci-fi chaos. That's Stranger Things. By the time season 4 arrives, the kids aren't really kids anymore. The hair's a little longer, the stakes way higher, and the trauma? It's everywhere. Max is broken. 11 is powerless. And Hawkins is cracking open again. Vecna isn't just a monster. He's pain. He's grief. He doesn't just kill. He digs deep into your guilt and makes you relive it. That's why his scenes are some of the most disturbing in the series, and why the characters who survive him come out changed. And yet, through all of that darkness, Steve and Dustin still bring light. One scene, just one, shows you everything. Steve, Dustin, Robin, Nancy, and Eddie descend into the upside down. Bats screech. The world is decaying. And Steve, without hesitation, jumps in first. He doesn't need powers. He doesn't even have a plan. But he goes, because that's who he's become. Speaking of unforgettable characters, Eddie Munson. Season 4 introduced him with chaos. But by the end, he gave us something eternal. Standing on that roof, shredding Metallica's Master of Puppets to distract the demo bats. It's insane. It's metal. It's perfect. And Steve, he doesn't even argue anymore. He trusts Eddie. He trusts these kids. Because they're not just kids anymore. They're warriors in denim jackets and old sneakers. It's easy to talk about the monsters, the battles, the powers. But Stranger Things is a show that lives in the small stuff. 11 reading Hopper's letter. Lucas holding Max's hand as she bleeds from her eyes. Mike telling Elle he loves her, not because she's powerful, but because she's her. Steve admitting, quietly, that he once wanted 6 kids, a family. Those are the moments we remember, because they feel like ours. It's about growing up, losing people, finding pieces of yourself you didn't know existed in other people. Only 4 seasons are out, and yet the journey already feels mythic. We've watched these kids fall in love, fall apart, make mistakes, save each other, and us, more times than we can count. Steve Harrington, once a side character, is now a core heartbeat of this show. Dustin, still carrying science kits and Star Wars jokes, somehow carries emotional weight far beyond his years. And you? You remember where you were when you first watched that Demogorgon break through the wall, or when Running Up That Hill played as Max ran from death. Those aren't just scenes, they're memories. If this breakdown hit you in the feels, if these moments brought something back, consider subscribing. We'll be reliving a lot more together. And tell us in the comments, what Stranger Things moment broke you? And who's your favorite duo, Steve and Dustin or someone else? This is Should You Watch It? Signing off.